SS fam, welcome back to another video.
This is my video and my channel. I'm taking over.
Is your favorite girl in the building and his
favorite boy in the building, squad.
Together with the kids, we are the
with this small girl.
No minor guys. Together with the kids,
we are the SS fam, but not small girl.
In today's video, we are going to be doing the what?
Q&A.
What's
the title of that? I don't know. Like,
I just knock on for Instagram like those questions. I've seen a couple of videos though on YouTube. I'm like, I want to see my husband's opinion. Then I put it on Instagram. But my husband is always busy, so then I land down for this. People should ask me those questions that you are not comfortable asking your husband, asking your spouse, asking your significant other. Those are what that's what we're going to be
How
answering.
bad are these questions?
You'll see. So if any sister or any woman is in that distance, they drop the question, they want to know from your man perspective. You want to use your brain to reason their husband. So let's get right into the video. So number one, I've gone ahead to write them down here because most of you did repetition. So number one question, why are men scared of taking a woman's virginity? He swab you like football?
No, it doesn't. Why? Because I already know. Like that's easy. Like it's straightforward, right? Why are men scared of taking a woman's virginity? Right? It depends. Depend on the man himself. Like, are you talking about a man or are you talking about a boy? If it's a boy, the first thing you think about is that I want to hit that. That's it. You know, you're not planning towards marriage. You just want to have fun. You just want to hit something. But it's the woman's perspective that's what matters. Because if you take a woman's virginity, I mean it. If you take a woman's virginity, it's kind of like you took her heart and you held it in your hand, and she's always going to come back to check on it. Hey, how's the heart? Is it beating? Yes. Is it beating? Yes. Is it beating? Yes. You gotta be sure it's always beating. Because she's always going to be there. She's going to be all over you. She's always going to be calling you. She's always going to be around.
So that's
it's
why
kind of like you took something that is valuable, that is precious, and you're holding it.
So does that mean if you take a woman's virginity and the relationship now got soured, you cannot now say I am leaving this relationship because you now own how your life was?
No. You as a again, like I said, as a boy, not a man, it doesn't matter. You just want to hit something and move on. You don't take it personal. But she takes it personal because you took something very dear to her. So she's going to be attached to you.
So that's why men are scared of taking it.
Yes, it's going to be attached to you. But for a man that has more than one girlfriend, you're not the only one. You're just the one that's a virgin. You understand? So you want to party around, you want to play. But this lady's not partying around, she's not playing. She's just, her mindset is just you. That's my man. That's the one. But to her, you're the one. To you, she's not the one. She's one of them, you know? So she's always around you, but you don't want that around you because why? Then that spoils things with the next girl or the other one that you're keeping around. So therefore, you don't really want her around you. You don't really want that attention. You don't really want her to, be drooling over you and like, all the time. You always want to be where you are. The attachment is, you want to separate yourself from that. So that some men just see like, it's way too much baggage
like you own
to carry around. You understand? Because she feels like
you took my virginity.
It's so personal.
After what I gave you,
you
after
understand,
taking my virginity, after
yeah. And like I said, you might not be the only one. So, but for a man, you understand, that's thinking towards marriage, that knows the value of what you carry.
That's true.
Holy
be happy
moly, that's a plus. You boy, man, that's like Jesus just came to my life.
Yeah. I'm the only one.
Because why? That's the signature. That's the thing on my forehead, like crescent tattoo on my chest. She's the one. Why? Because I'm the only one. There's no other. Like, it's kind of like you buy a fresh pair of new stuff and you're the first person to put it on. You're the first person to put it on. Nobody ever touched it.
That makes sense.
There's this feeling now when you buy something that is used and somebody used it before. You understand?
Like, oh please, guys, he's now by a generator.
Somebody just tore this thing apart.
You're out there and you've already lost it.
Just take you what they just tore apart.
If you're out there, you've already
But when
lost
you take
yours,
it
please
brand
don't
new,
feel bad about it.
brand new,
Don't.
non-tested. You tested it for the first time. You're like, what the? Holy moly.
Oh, please, guys.
Crushed it
If
in my
you're
hand.
out there, you've already
Put it on
lost
my
it.
forehead. Yeah, for a man though. For a man knows the value. A boy don't.
Bottom line still, if you're out there and you've lost it already, do not feel bad. We're not trying to make
I'm
anyone
not
feel
saying
bad. Like
feel
this video.
bad if you lost it
So,
already. You might have lost it to the wrong person.
Yeah,
we
so-
all dead. But then, trust me, we're all dead. But then, when you meet the right person, you're like,
It still treasure you the way you are.
you know, it treasures
So,
you the way you
that
are.
being said,
you're
we move.
still a princess. You like, it doesn't take what you are for granted.
Says,
Let's go. I'm into the questions now.
okay, he said,
First one was juicy and I like.
how do you know your husband is no longer into you, like interested in playing ball in the field after having children?
Wow.
Like, how do you know your man is no longer enjoying playing ball in the field?
After having
After having
kids, you know,
kids.
because that does a lot of stress to the police, if
Yeah.
you know what I mean, right? So yeah, but then it contracts back. It might not be exactly what it was, but it's still good. Trust me, I know that. But the point is, when you're with somebody, you could just tell. There's no hiding it, and there's no faking it. You could just tell when you with your partner and you do your stuff, and then, you know, like if I can, like if you do something with your significant other, when you guys do your business, it's serious business, right? So my point is, when you're done, there is this satisfaction that your partner feels, that you feel, and you can't hold back. You're gonna say it. You're gonna you just sense it from the way the person acts, from the things the person says. You just know, oh boy, this person's satisfied. It's kind of like you cook a good meal for a man, and when you bring the plate to the table and he tests it, he's like, babe, you really put your foot down on this one. Like, this meal is delicious. He can't stop raving about it.
I think from his reaction,
You will know.
like he's no longer like drawn to you like that, like the way he normally
Yeah, you
should
would know.
be.
But before you give birth to the kids, when you get when you're playing ball, you know from the things that he says, like, oh my babe, this is like fantastic. You
Oh, please,
wore
guys.
me out.
Guys,
Like, you know,
next question.
it's not just wait. He's not just saying it because he's exhausted. He's saying it like from his heart, and you could see it, and you could just feel the energy. You understand?
Yeah.
But when he's not there, and another thing is that there's a way a man looks at you when he's satisfied. Like when you know, like, okay, like, you know, you look at your wife and you're like, wow. Like you want more, but you can't even get up anymore because it's just too much. When you don't get that vibe anymore, like I'm too much, something's wrong. Like if he had it and he don't like it, you're gonna see it because he's gonna be disappointed and fall asleep right away. You know? Right away, man. This is like routine.
Okay.
Stuff. So if you like it, you're gonna know.
Next question. Don't look. How long does it take for a man to know if you are the right one for him?
Holy moly. Depends. Like everybody's different. Every man is different. I feel like this is an ambiguous question. It has diverse answers. Because there's no one way to answer this question. Because just like we are, black, tall, short, you know, fair. That's also the way this question is. Like some people see their wife and they know right away. And every man has the set criteria for what the lady should be. Some people like big boobs, some people like big ass, some people like tall ladies, some people like short ladies. It depends. It's variety. Like people say variety is the spice of life. And some people really spice theirs, you know. So it depends on like what's your lady. What are you looking for? Like, are you looking for character? Are you looking for like, oh boy, she's wild, let's go there? You know, it depends. And for everybody it's different. But for a man who wants a wife, you know, who's looking for a wife, it has to be like what they normally say. This might be cliche, But they say it all the time: God-fearing, obedient, and maybe probably beautiful, smart, got brains. Then they know like this is the woman for me. But there is no time limit, right? You might there's no time limits. You can't put it on time as to when you know.
Because I've seen some people just say, okay, as soon as I saw her, I just recognized that she's the one for me. I've seen some people after dating her for 7 years, they end up going to marry another person in 3 weeks.
And right away they're engaged and like getting married.
My brother.
It depends on what criteria.
So when you're in a relationship and you see that it's going longer and longer and longer, and the person is not asking the question, the earlier you move, the better. If not, you.
And I wouldn't even suggest to that a woman, like, if it's
7 years,
if it's not pushing, you're gonna like go you're not asking. You must
see the signs and symptoms that this guy, he discuss marriage with you. And like, oh, how many kids are we going to have? Like conversations like that pop up.
He wants to know, like, for a man that takes you seriously, that takes the relationship seriously, that looks the relationship like, this is the woman I want to marry. He wants to know before he gets married to you, so he's going to ask you questions
like that.
What's the when future
you're in the relationship, talk about lots of future goals. Like, how many kids do you want to have?
The question and the things and what he talks about, you're going to be hearing what's the future in terms of like, how many kids do you like? You know, like, do you like working? Do you like staying at home?
What kind of a house do you like? Is it close to the beach, or what kind you want to live in Nigeria? You want to live then you now know that, okay, this one have future plans. Not the one that you're just dating. You're just dating him.
But you can't put a time frame on it that is 1 month, 2 months. But you already know.
For
a man that really
that is going to take you there,
is head over heel over you, especially when he has the finances to do so,
and he's not holding back. And if he has the finances and he's holding back, you know that that's a red flag. I think for marriage, nobody should rush. When it comes to marriage, no one should rush into it. Marriage is not something you rush into, because if you rush in, you go rush out. What's the next question? So, what do men think about how guests dress on social media? Do you think they should like show more cleavage, show more boobs, bonbon? Like, what do you think the way they dress?
It depends. Like, who are you trying to show it to? Who are you trying to impress, right? What is your main purpose of showing the thing on the internet, right? You understand? What's your main purpose of showing the cleavage on the internet? What's your main purpose? Because if the purpose of showing the cleavage or the whatever, like wearing like skimpy clothes on the internet, if it's to find a husband, then you're going about it wrong, right? If it's to find a boyfriend, okay. If it's to find a playmate, okay. Because the way you present yourself, that's where you're going to be seen. And your presentation, that's how you're going to be approached. This is like, that's the people that you're going to attract. Let's put it that way. The vibe you send out is the vibe you're going to get. So if you send out the vibe of like, I'm a party girl, I'm ready to, do stuff, tear it up, but you're gonna meet tear it up people, and party.
How do you mean tear it up?
You understand, like you're to tear it up.
Tear it up.
That's the people you're gonna meet. But if your vibe is, I'm looking for a husband, I'm looking to settle down, then your first reference will not be showing boobs, showing ass, because no man, trust me, under the sun, no man wants a public ass and say, oh, that public ass is my wife. That one you see out there with everything is my wife. Nobody wants that.
I think I choose the wrong person to do this video with.
It's yours and it's yours.
The way you're going about it.
But every man wants what's theirs.
That's true.
Which is not everybody's stuff.
Yeah, like reserved.
Yeah, but if you make it public and you put it out there, you shit, remember my boobie, and nobody wants a public boobie. And say, okay, that's my private boobie now. It's not public. Everybody sees it. Just click on the button and it's all there.
Next question.
So nobody wants that. But so bottom line, the vibe you give her is the vibe you're gonna get.
All right, let's move.
The people that's the people you're gonna receive. So you can't. It's nature. You can't cheat nature.
Oh my God! Oh, it's always fun making video with this guy because he's not too loud. He's too direct. Jesus. Okay.
Well, they're still quoting it.
All right,
it's
fine.
The truth.
They said, can a man marry a woman that cannot cook? Can you marry a woman that cannot cook?
No. Point blank. No. And if you're a woman and you cannot cook, don't be angry with me. Learn how to cook. That's your challenge. Your challenge should not be fighting me. Your challenge should be learn how to cook. But my point is that, why? Why? If I marry a woman and she cannot cook, it's not like, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying men cannot marry women that cannot cook. So it depends on your situation, right? There are some men that don't even value cooking or might not be done, that like their kids being in daycare and like takeout. They don't have a problem with it. That's okay. I don't like takeout. You know, like I like my kids being healthy and I like to eat healthy. And when you have a woman that could cook, like for example, she sometimes choose my meals. So sometimes I want to eat junk. Sometimes I want to eat things that are not healthy for me. And my wife basically changes my diet and like, you gotta be on this bread. You gotta be on no more white bread. Take brown bread. Take wheat bread. Take wheat spaghetti. Take oatmeal for breakfast. Don't eat pandu, stuff like that. You know, she controls my meal. In other words, controls and help me stay in a better health. You understand? But if I'm the one that eats outside and I'm not the one just saying it, take example, and pictures are all there, the food that you buy outside are not healthy. The people making it, their first priority is not healthy. Why? Is it like they put sweet things to attract you to eat it more, but then you got bulgy stomach and stuff like that. So no,
but
the fact that I don't want to marry a woman that I don't know how to cook, it's not like I have anything against women that don't know how to cook. It's just that a woman that knows how to cook keeps you healthy.
I just feel like
and gives you longevity.
Like my husband can cook, my brothers can cook. So if a man can do it, why not?
Why can't a woman
just
cook?
give it a try. And secondly is that if you don't know how to cook, there are a bunch of videos on YouTube now
for you to learn.
Watch.
So there's no excuse.
Because even my daughter, sometimes she watch some of my recipe. Before you know, boom, she nailed pancake out. No excuse for any man or a woman should be out there and say, I don't know how to cook.
Because me, I throw down. You know, I put my foot down when I cook. I throw down, man. A nice man.
Pepper soup.
Every time I cook, my wife be like,
all right,
finger licking, delicious.
Question.
You know, so come on, man. That's like, and you know, like, the way to a man's stomach is good meal. It's not fast food. You know.
Next question. So, what do men think about ladies or wifey that carry hair down there? Hair in between their legs.
Okay, this question is getting personal.
The person choking. Is it choking you?
This is like getting personal. But it depends, right?
That's true.
It depends. Like for men,
one man's meat is
one man's food is another man's poison. Because I know a country where I know they like it bush under there. You know, like that's just a thing. I say it all the time. Should it be there? No, like it's cleaner and it's more accessible when it's shaved. But when there's a lot of bush or grass or
urine retention will be there, sweat retention will be there. Like it retains many things that will lead to dirty and smelling.
It holds moisture, so it's not even healthy for the lady herself, right? It's like you want to be free, like because we go to work, we sit down, we stand up. There's not a lot of air passing through that place. Let's be honest.
This one conk.
No, yeah. So like we want it to be like you give yourself as much freedom as you can down there, and that's the special place. So I rather it doesn't have anything.
I'm cutting you short because I don't want the video to be too long because your explanation is always. My husband is a teacher. Next question said, how do you feel about? How do men feel about periods? Let me not say the word. How do men feel about when a woman is menstruating and like?
I don't know. It's the man of ritualist. It's the ritualist. I don't understand. What kind of question is that?
Oh my God.
Is the man that doesn't need the blood for something? I don't know.
How do men feel about?
Look, like for me,
period.
Like, it's not even a deep. Who wants to go on that way? There's like blood. Like the fact of like seeing blood alone is discouraging in anything, right? So why would you want to go in a place where that's the woman's?
It doesn't even take forever. It's just a week for you to.
Well, how long does it take? 5 days. That's what you can't wait for.
If a man cannot hold back like that, that means when you give birth, the man cannot hold back.
6.
You carry the matter and go. It's serious.
You know, but no. Like let's be honest. Like it's just. Like it's your lady, she's not going anywhere. She belongs to you. It's 5 days, 7 for some. You can't wait for 1 week? Is that bad? You know? No.
But if you know that you enjoy swimming in the ocean like that,
That is not an ocean.
Period distance.
It's disgusting. It's not disgusting as like the woman is disgusting. You the man, you're disgusting. Because why?
No, they are both. Like, why are you being partial? They are both. She's the one menstruating.
No,
why
a woman, no, because why? In this life, you can't tell. Some people have so much control over somebody and says it has to be now, whether you're in it or not. Like, even when the lady explains, it's on. I don't want to do it.
That is abusive, man.
They like, okay, like no,
That is
I'm in the mood now.
Please
you
carry
can't say
your
no
bag.
regardless. And then some ladies without, if it makes you happy, right?
Helpless situation.
Because they want to like go ahead, but you know that doesn't make sense.
Next
right?
question.
Like it doesn't make sense. Gotta wait, man.
All the best prep. What is?
Where do you want to do it, safe? Like you now like put sheets. Like what the heck?
I don't know. It doesn't make
Just wait
sense.
7 days.
Okay. How long does
Go
it
put it
take?
on cold ice.
Next question. Do men find women that wear makeup daily or always attractive?
No, I don't know. Like
You just already said no.
no, like it's wait. Because why? This is. It depends. Like all men are different. All men's people want different things. Like for all men, it's variety. Like I said, variety is spice of life, right? So all men's desires are different. Like for me, why
Sorry, guys,
would you?
if I'm focusing on my husband, I like looking at his mouth when he's talking. That's all.
I know, like because for me, like, why would you want your woman to wear makeup all the time? She wears makeup in the morning.
It's gonna be tedious.
She's not even going out. She's at home. She should wear makeup in the morning. Wear makeup all day. She's going to bed, wear makeup all day.
Why?
Bros, make I ask you.
If you have
this woman, the
children,
woman a vampire.
By the time she start having
You
children,
they fear the woman face. Is she that horrible? You can't even stand to look at her natural face. She's that ugly. She disgusts you, she irritates you. Look, I like to see my woman in a natural form, the way God created her. That's the most gift she can give me.
Yeah, whether you like
It's
it or not.
for me to see her bed the way God made her.
When we are
right?
growing older, having gray hair, nobody go get time for medication.
You understand? Like if you can't stand your wife's natural face, regardless of what it is that is turning you off, either scar or whatever, and you can't look at her face, so you want her to put on slap makeup on all the time, foundation and all, to look at you, dude, something's wrong. Something's wrong with you. Because why? Is she not beautiful? Regardless of how she looks, she's beautiful. So you want to see her naturally the way God made her. So I don't want my wife wearing makeup. She could wear makeup when we go out. Because for my wife, I know the makeup enhances what's already there. The makeup cannot do nothing to change what's already there. She's already naturally God-given, God-blessed, drop that gorgeous, beautiful. So I want to see that all the time. Not makeup or foundation. I want to see you the way God made you.
Don't forget that beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So he's the beholder.
No. It's not about beholder. No, but we're not talking about just me. I'm talking about you and your wife that you want to wear makeup all the time. It's not right. It doesn't make sense. If I'm the woman, I'm going to take offense. What? You don't like my natural face? How can I go to bed? Seriously, how can I go to bed with makeup? Imagine going to bed with makeup and you wake up in the morning and your husband like, you go wear makeup. I want you to wear makeup.
No.
It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I should go wear makeup. Why? Why don't you go wear makeup? You the man. You understand? Like, if I'm the guy, if I'm the lady, I'm asking you, wear makeup too.
Alright, next question. This one will shock you. Say, does being a plus size turn men off when looking for a partner?
No. Every man and their qualities they're looking for a woman and their spec of what they're looking for in a woman, right? So like I said before earlier on, some people like short, some people like tall, some people like slim, some people like fat, some people like fair, and some people like black.
I even know some people that are into fat.
If they're other shade, some people like scars, some people like scars. You know, what am I forgetting? You know, Some people like hair. Some people like them cut their hair
Being
short.
a plus size should not make you feel less.
You understand? Like
less beautiful.
Most people even see plus size ladies as juicy and spicy. You know? So the plumber the better.
And if you belong to extra large, medium, or very tiny, or super tiny, don't ever let anybody pull you down, or anybody say otherwise, or anybody say you're not beautiful. Girl, you're dead gorgeous.
Regardless of how you look.
Beautiful.
Yeah, regardless of how you look as a plus size lady or slim or thin. You look beautiful the way you are.
Now God created you.
And your man should see that. That you're beautiful and appreciate that. So if he doesn't appreciate or look at you that way, like this is it.
Something is wrong.
Like sometimes when I look at my wife, I lose my breath.
Hey!
You know,
Scott, you want something from me? You want something?
You know, so if he doesn't look at you and like he just loses his breath and like, come on, really, you have no right to be this beautiful. You know, like you don't have the God-given right, one lady, to be this beautiful. Like save some for the other ladies.
Really?
If your man don't feel that way, there's something wrong. But like for every lady and for every man is different, right? Yeah. So that question, it depends on the individual. It depends on the man himself. Some people like slim, short, like I said before. So if it's a man that is into slim girls, you then cannot go to a lady that's plump, because you're gonna look at her like she's not skinny. It's not a tight waist.
Go for your type.
You understand?
You're right.
So it is the type that you want that you go for.
That you can't keep your hand. You cannot keep your hand off her body. So go for it.
Yeah, if you like them bodacious, you bodacious yourself up. You know, if you like them skinny down. You know. You understand? Go for what you like.
The way you go about the bodacious.
If you like them, you know.
All right, we got the
bodacious.
Next question.
And you look at it like, woman.
Carry up.
You all that. You got going on. He's all there. You know. So feed yourself the meal you like. That's the most important thing.
Next question. What do you do to make men open up more about their vulnerability?
Talk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that is the number.
Talk about it, but talk about it in a nice way, right? Men has a lot of things to carry in their heart, because they're like, okay, they're in charge of the home. It's their job to provide. So you have a lot of things going to your head at the same time, especially for somebody that things are not going well. So maybe they're not going well at work. Maybe they're not going well at in your finances. Maybe they're not going well. The things you want.
Well, you just talk about it. Why like, call it up and make the woman feel something? Because when you're not talking to me about something is in your mind, and it makes me super frustrated. But if I know what you are going through, I'll be able to throw in one or two suggestions. I'll be able to help. But if you put the woman in the dark, approach matters. But if a woman is humble enough to come and say, "Oh, honey, what is the matter?" You don't look your usual self. Is something bothering you? You should be a nice man and don't tell your wife, don't shush her away without letting her in, because that will make the woman carry more burden. Like, because you are in the situation, you know what is going on, but she that is not aware of the situation, she feel more pain than you that is aware of the situation. So if your wife come and approach you in a good manner of approach, please let her in.
Yeah, so that's where it like I said before, it depends on the approach that the woman approaches you with. Like, so men might come from work, you might be stressed from work, a project that's supposed to get done and there's a deadline, right? So it's thinking about it like, how am I going to meet this project? How am I going to do this? If you see the stress as a wife and then you come to him and like you say, in a nice manner, darling, what's going on? You look stressed, like something's wrong. Can you share? See if I could help? If he tells you what the problem is, pay attention. Don't ask a stupid question. Is that going to turn him off? And that's going to piss him off. So let's say you're talking about goals and customers. Let's say, okay, it's a sales business. Our customers are not coming. And the man is like, you believe that for a whole week our target was this and we did not sell a single thing. Your next question should not be, do you guys even have the product to sell? Are you kidding me? If the product is not there, why are they worried about selling it? You understand? If your next thing is about, if you're asking about something else like, you know, you people are not making the right decision, you people are not portraying it right. If you put a blame out there, it makes it difficult to talk to you. But if you understand and tell the man, like, have you guys tried advertisement? Do you guys even advertise your product on news stations and stuff like that?
Or check what is the price that the rest people are selling and try and beat your price down.
Do you know what your competitions are?
Something
what
like
the
that.
prices
so
are?
Guys, if you're a woman out there, you know how to communicate with your husband.
Yeah, like that's concrete thing that the man might not have even thought about. So thinks about it. Wow, I never even thought about that. You understand? So it's easy to share.
Because if you're a smart woman, I don't see why your husband won't share. Because my husband always.
You understand? I always share.
We always figure it out together.
Don't tell me a secret or don't tell me anything. I'm gonna tell her.
Me too.
Right? So
I'm gonna tell him.
If you want to tell me something, like, don't tell your wife. Even if I tell you yes, I just want to hear what you want to say. I'm gonna tell her anyway. You understand? So my point is, for men, but very important though, ladies, very important. Because why?
Your contribution.
A man pays attention. So my point is, when your man is stressed and is not sharing, ask nicely for him to share. But most importantly though, when he shares, pay attention. Intense, or how you call it, rapt attention. You understand why? Because your contribution then is going to matter if he wants to talk to you ever again or if he doesn't want to ever share with you again. Because the moment you say something very silly, he's never going to share with you again. Because he's going to conclude in his mind, what the heck? She's going to actually say crap, or she's going to blame me. It's very important that you don't judge, you just support. But don't judge. You understand? That helps a long way.
Yeah, when, like you said, pay close attention. Don't keep interrupting him when he's trying to let him land.
Speak, listen. Even if you have something to say, let him finish. Listen, and then whatever you're going to say, make it constructive. Make it matter. Make it count. Now, when he sits down and think about it, and another thing you want to know as a lady, when you give a man a solid advice, and he takes it to the bank and he scores, trust me, you're there for life. Whatever he does, whatever he would do in future, whatever he does now, whatever he does in the future, whatever he ever thinks of doing,
you will be involved.
You will be the first to know.
Yes, man.
Because he discussed everything with you. When you talk badass crap, never gonna discuss anything with you. Hey, I don't want to discuss anything with you.
Next question, guys. Said, why do men cheat on their wives? On their wife?